Hello friends, how are you? A very good morning to everyone. Friends, just let me know if I'm audible or not. So that we can start off with the session. And today we would be discussing another important questions from current affairs. This is day 16 in which we are discussing daily 20 questions are being discussed. Just confirm it once if I'm audible or not. A very good morning, Baldev, Sanjeev, Thapa, Afreen, Gagandeep. A very good morning to everyone. बढ़िया बिल्कुल आप बताओ कैसे हो गए ओके आई एम ऑडिबल ओके मनोज सो वेरी गुड मॉर्निंग ओके ओके तो फाइन ठीक है so we would be continuing upon the session of current affairs the daily questions that we are being taking up उस करंट अफेयर के क्वेश्चन को हम कंटिन्यू करेंगे 20 क्वेश्चंस एज पर द शेड्यूल इट्स गोइंग ऑन वी वुड बी डिस्कसिंग 20 क्वेश्चंस एंड दिस इज डे 16 और साथ में ही वी हैव स्टार्टेड as the prelims is getting delayed, we have started a batch for the current answer writing. That batch is starting from 23rd of this month, and only 50 students would be taken up. एक batch almost full है, second batch भी शुरू करना पड़ेगा, and we would be accordingly taking up the second batch also. दो बैचेस करेंगे डेली आंसर राइटिंग करंट अफेयर की आंसर राइटिंग जो क्लास यहाँ पे हो रही है वो तो चली रही है अदर देन दिस वी वुड बी डिस्कसिंग 2 क्वेश्चंस पर डे एंड द क्लास विल बी देयर 6 days a week तो उसको हम कवर करेंगे एंड फ्रेंड्स दोज क्वेश्चंस व्हिच आई एम टेकिंग अप फॉर एग्जांपल इन दिस सेशन ऑफ करंट अफेयर्स वो क्वेश्चन आप डेफिनेटली करिए दे विल बी ऑफ क्वाइट हेल्प टू यू अलॉन्ग विद द डिस्क्रिप्शंस जो आपको नोट्स वहाँ पे प्रोवाइड करे जा रहे हैं वहाँ से डिस्क्रिप्शन भी आप लेबरेटली पढ़ सकते हैं स्टार्ट करते हैं आज का फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन दैट इज क्वेश्चन नंबर 201 एनालाइज द फॉलोइंग sentences about tarballs आइडेंटिफाई द करेक्ट अमंग देम कौन कौन सा इसमें से सही है हमें ये देखना है द फर्स्ट इज tarballs are formed by weathering of the crude oil in marine environment and are transported from the open sea to the shores because of air pressure. Second, microbes such as bacteria and fungi are known to be associated with tarballs. Third, tarballs are easy to break down using technology. Which of the following options are correct for question number 201? क्या आंसर बनता है जिसका What is the answer for question number 201? The answer for question number 201 is 2. Only the second statement is correct. The first and the third are wrong because they are not found by weathering के time पे नहीं. They are basically dark colored sticky balls of oil that basically कब बनते हैं when the crude oil is floating over the ocean surface. Those sticky balls of oil they are called as tarballs. Weathering of the crude oil in the marine environment that would be there. The third statement was wrong because microbes such as bacteria and fungi are associated with the tarballs also. But on the other hand, they are comparatively difficult to break, and ऐसा नहीं कि they are easy to break. As they are difficult to break, they are also having a capacity to travel hundreds of miles in the sea also. There has been never a case of bleaching or beach closing due to tar walls in India. Question number one. Question number 202 पे move करते हैं. Following statements given about Comprehensive Convention on International Terrorism (CCIT), analyze the sentences given and identify the correct statement among them. And the option available to us are: CCIT is a treaty proposed by India and Russia to criminalize all forms of international terrorism. Second statement: one of the reasons for its deadlock because of differences over the definition of terrorism. Third, India pushed again in 2015 and has since demanded consistently, especially in the wake of Pulwama attack. Which of the following options are correct? कौन-कौन सा option सही है? Answer for 202 question. Good morning, Anshul. The answer for 202 is B only is the correct, because it is by India only and not a Russia part of it, is not a part of it. Third, the differences अभी तक adopt नहीं हो पाई because there is a problem related to whom should we consider as a terrorist. And third, it is not in the context of the Pulwama attack, but in the context of 2008 attack that was there, जिसकी वजह से हम उसके बाद consistently इसको push करने की कोशिश कर रहे हैं in the UNGA. Question 203. With reference to National Strategic Plan (NSP) for malaria eradication, malaria elimination proposed by India, identify the incorrect statement. कौन सी गलत है ये देखनी है. The first option that is there is: Government of India has released a National Strategic Plan for malaria eradication for years 2017 to 2022, targeting the eradication by 2025. Second statement: under it, malaria transmission in districts divided into 4 categories: no case in 3 years, less than 1 case per 1000 people, more than 1 but less than 2 case per 1000 people, and more than 2 cases per 1000 people. Third statement: neighboring Sri Lanka has managed to eliminate the disease from the country using integrated vector control approaches. And D, none of the above. Which of the following options are incorrect for question number 203? It is A, that is the answer. The eradication has to be done by 2030. Elimination, targeting, पहले eliminate करना है फिर eradicate करते हैं 2030 तक. On the other hand, Sri Lanka वाला statement सही है, it has managed to eradicate it, eliminate it. Question number 204. Analyze the following statement given about National Highway Authority of India. Identify the correct statement. First option: according to NHAI Act 1962, the authority is responsible for the development, maintenance, and management of the national highways. Second, national highways are arterial roads of the country for the interstate movement of passenger and good. Which of the following statements are correct? What is the answer for this? (204) का आंसर क्या है? 204, it is B that is the answer. The act is there, but the NHAI Act was there of 1988, which says that the authority is responsible for NHAI for maintenance, development, and management of the highways. The second statement is correct. Question number 205. Consider the following statement given about midday meal scheme, and we have to choose the correct ones. The first option, the scheme's earlier name is National Program of Nutritional Support to Primary Education. Second, the scheme covers all children studying in government aided, local body school, and children studying in Education Guarantee Scheme and Alternative and Innovative Education Centers, EIE centers. The centrally sponsored scheme only for improving the nutrition among the children. One only, one and two, only three, and D only two and three. Answer what 205? The answer is B, in which the first and second statements are correct. The third statement is wrong. पहले नाम इसका NP SPE ही था. It is basically सब schools को government के government aided है, any other school that has to be there. But the focus is not only on improving the nutritional status, but also enhancing the enrollment, retention, and attendance of the children that has to be improved, along with the nutrition. That nutrition has to be developed. Midday meal scheme in 2001 was renamed as midday under which every child in the government and government aided school was to be served with a prepared midday meal that would contain a minimum calorie कितना 300 calorie of energy, 8 से 12 ग्राम प्रोटीन चाहिए for a minimum 200 of days. It was extended in 2002 to cover all the children in government aided, local body, ESG, AI, etc. centers has to be there. Cooking assistance and various other central assistance is also being provided under the scheme, and covers the school children of up to 8th class. 206. Analyze the following statement given about the National Agriculture Higher Education Project NAHEP and identify the correct statement. Option available to us are National Agriculture Higher Education Project launched by Ministry of HRD to attract talent and strengthen higher agriculture education in the country. Second, the project is funded by World Bank and Indian government on a 50-50 basis. Third, the objective of NAHEP for India is to provide participating agriculture universities in providing more relevant and higher quality education to agriculture university students. Which of the following options are correct for 206? और इन मैं आता हूँ आपकी बात पे 1 and 2, 3 only, 2 and 3, and all of the above. No, 8th तक है, all children up to 8th. वो wrong चाहिए. For question number 206, it is C that is the answer. Second and third statements are correct. The first statement is wrong because it is ICAR, Indian Council of Agriculture Research, has launched the program ambitious national agriculture higher education project that has been launched, funded 50-50 basis per year. Question 207. Pathamad, Patham Dai met granted geographical indication GI tag, which is made of korai grass, is belong to which state? Karnataka, Kerala, Tamil Nadu, and Andhra Pradesh. Pathamadai mat, it basically belongs to Tamil Nadu. GI टैग है कोराई ग्रास से बनाया गया था. 208. Analyze the following statement given about International Solar Alliance and identify the incorrect ones. गलत कौन सा है वो हमें देखना है. An alliance dedicated to the promotion of solar energy among its members established by Brasilia Declaration. Second, its major objective includes global deployment of over 1000 gigawatt of solar generation capacity and mobilization of investment of over US dollar 1000 billion into solar energy by 2030. One only, two only, both one and two, and neither one nor two. For 208, it is A that is the answer. It is not by Brasilia Declaration, but by the Paris Declaration. ये सही बनता है. Second statement is correct. 1000 gigawatt using the US $1,000 billion. 209. BP Singhal versus Union of India case is 2010 case is related to the role of governor, relation between central and state, power of the state cabinet, and D, none of the above. 209. Everyone should try to answer this. It is regarding the role of the governor that is there. Basically, a 5-judge bench was there, overlooked the scope of the power, union's power to remove the governor, कि governor की power को किस तरीके से ये करना. The Supreme Court spoke out regarding the dual role of the governor. On the one hand, the constitutional head that is there of the state government, on the other hand, is also acting as a vital link between the state and the union government. 210. Recently, Spodoptera frugiperda seen in news. Analyze the following statement about it and identify the incorrect statement among it. The first is fall armyworms (FAW) are known as Spodoptera frugiperda is an invasive and polyphagous feeding on many food pests. Second, in India, FAW found suitable environmental conditions and appropriate host plant which accelerated its spread. Third, the Ministry of Environment launched a dedicated website to help farmers fight against the dreaded fall army worm (FAW). Which of the following options are incorrect? One only, one and two, three only, and none of the above. Only the third statement that is wrong. The first two statements are right. Third is the Union Ministry of State for Agriculture and Farmer Welfare launched a dedicated website to help the farmers so that they can fight against the dreaded fall army worm. FAW is an invasive and a polyphagous pest. It attacks the cereals, forage grasses, which are primarily basically feeding on the maize, but also they can consume rice, cotton, sugarcane, and some of the vegetables also. 211. Recently, the Australian hay fever seen in news. Identify the correct statement among them. Australian hay fever, also called as allergic rhinitis. Second, the disorder may commonly affect people between 40 to 60 years of the age. Which of the following statements are correct? For 211, it is only A that is correct. And the age group that it affects is basically 20 to 40 years of age. इस age group में commonly affect होता है disorder. One of the most common allergic disorder affecting one of the five people in Australia and New Zealand also. Kahito Holohan case is related to, and the option available to us are 8th schedule, 9th schedule, 10th schedule, and none of the above. 212. It is basically concerned with the 10th. The law basically covering the disqualification of the legislature, the power of the speaker in deciding the matters regarding this. 213. National Animal Control Disease Program NADCP to eradicate livestock disease launched by the Government of India. Identify the correct statement among them. NADCP for eradicating the foot and mouth disease and brucellosis in livestock funded entirely by the government for a period of 3 years till 2022. Second, the program to be launched in Mathura aims to eradicate these by 2030. Which of the following statements are correct? For question number 213, it is B that is the answer. The first statement is wrong. The second is correct because it is not 3 years but 5 years, and it has to be done by till 2024. Basically aim to control the disease by 2030 और उसको eradicate कर देना है 2030 25 के बाद 2030 तक. Like, it basically aims at vaccination of 500 billion livestock including the cattle, buffaloes, sheep, goat, pigs against FMD. It also aims to vaccinate 36 million female bovine calves annually so that we can in a position to fight against the brucellosis disease. 214. The Mountain Strike Corps exercise Him Vijay performed with country, and the option available to us are Afghanistan, Bangladesh, Russia, and China. 214. It is D that is the answer. It is performed with China. The Mountain Strike Corps maiden exercise Him Vijay with China was held at Arunachal Pradesh also. Their exercise assumes greater significance because army will be for the first time seen in action with the it will be seeing in action its integrated battle group, the brain that was basically the brainchild of the General Army Chief General Bipin Rawat. Ramanujan machine is not a machine but an algorithm which performs very unconventional functions. The machine is developed by IIT Chennai, Israel Institute of Technology, Massachusetts Institute of Technology, and D. None of the above. 215. Basically, by Israel Institute of Technology, it is being developed. Is it not a machine? What an algorithm? It's more of a concept than an actual machine that has been there. As it exists as a network of the computers which are running the algorithm that are dedicated to functioning, to finding the conjectures about what are the fundamental constant in the form of the continued fractions that they can be. 216. Analyze the following sentences given about laboratory for the conservation of the endangered species. Identify the correct statement among them. A dedicated facility of CSIR Center for Cellular and Molecular Biology is India's only facility for conservation of endangered species. Second, CSIR CCMB is located in Guwahati, Assam. Like Lacones has developed a universal DNA based marker for the identification of wild animals from part and remains. One only, one and three, two only, and D, all of the above. For 216, it is B that is the answer. It is not in Assam, Guwahati, but it is located in Hyderabad region. And using modern biotechnologies for the conservation of the endangered life. It is India's only facility for the conservation of the endangered species that has been set up. It has helped, Lacones has helped the mouse deer conservation breeding center at Nehru Zoological Park in the increase of the population of the mouse deer, basically in the Telangana forest, Amarabad forest. 217. With reference to National Institute of Smart Government (NISG), analyze the following statement and identify the correct ones. Option available to us are the Department of Administrative Reform and Prime Minister Office jointly set up National Institute of Smart Government. Second, its headquarters is located at Pune, Maharashtra. Third, NISG vision and mission statement place emphasis on the public-private partnership. Thus, partnering with the private sector is an essential element of NISG functioning. Options which are correct are one only, one and three, three only, and all of the above. For 217 क्या आंसर बनता है? Yes, it is C that is the answer. It basically Department of Information Technology and Department of Administrative Reforms. They have jointly set up the National Institute of Smart Government, and it is registered with its headquarters at Hyderabad. The 49% of the NISG equity is with the central government, and remaining 51% and with various state government, and 51% is with various investors, for example, NESCOM and others. 218. World University Ranking is released by the Times Higher Education (THE) is located at Germany, America, UK, and Sweden. basically located in UK, where the rankings are being there. For the first time since 2012, not a single university has featured in the ranking 2020. Analyze the following statement regarding the Women Entrepreneurship Platform WEP and identify the incorrect statement. WEP is an initiative of Ministry of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship. Second, it is aimed at building an ecosystem for women across India to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations, scale up innovation initiatives, and chart out sustainable long term strategies for their business. Third, it brings women from different parts of India to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations. And D, none of the above. 219 का क्या आंसर है? Yes, it is A that is the answer. It is by Niti Aayog. It has been there. Initiative of Niti Aayog is basically a unified portal which bringing the women together to realize their entrepreneurial aspirations in that regard. The last question. Analyze the following statement regarding International Renewable Energy Agency IRENA and identify the correct statement. It's an international alliance, work as a core body of UNGA. Second, its headquarters is located at Paris, France. It is D that is the answer. It is an observer status and it's not located in Paris but in Abu Dhabi, Madar city in Abu Dhabi, and it is basically an United Nations observer, official observer that has been there. Therefore, the statements are wrong. So, friends, this is the 20 questions that is there for today. At 12:15, सवा 12 बजे, there would be another class that I would be taking up. That is basically answer writing class that would be there. एक topic हम discuss करेंगे. That is Corona and the Kerala case study. Very very important. This can be there in paper 4 or paper 1. तो कहीं भी पूछा जा सकता है. So do attend that class, and any student who want to join the answer writing batch that is starting from 23rd of April, they can join and book their seat by messaging at this number. Thank you very much.